Are you feeling tired all the time? I mean, really tired? Well, it might be more than just a few bad nights of sleep. Today, we're going to dig into the incredible link between the food you eat, your thyroid health, and your overall energy levels. And you might just find the answer you've been looking for. It's a question so many of us ask, right? That constant drain, the brain fog that just won't clear, that feeling like you're moving through molasses all day long. And while there are a bunch of reasons for it, a tiny, often overlooked gland in your neck just might be the main culprit. And this is it, your thyroid. It's this small, butterfly-shaped gland, but don't let its size fool you for a second. This little thing is the master regulator of your entire body. We're talking metabolism, heart rate, your body temperature, you name it. Think of it like the main power plant for your whole system. And when that power plant isn't running at full capacity, well, the lights start to dim. Yeah, because the thyroid's job is so massive, even a tiny little imbalance can cause this huge ripple effect through your entire body. We're talking about everything from that nagging fatigue and weight that just won't budge to brain fog and even memory issues. That's why it's so incredibly important to know how to keep it happy and healthy. So let's get into it. Okay, so for your thyroid to do its job right, it needs a very specific set of tools. Think of it like a nutrient toolkit. We're about to meet the 4 essential heroes inside that kit, the key players your thyroid absolutely needs to thrive. First up on the team is iodine. This is the big one. It's the literal, fundamental building block of your thyroid hormones. If you don't have enough iodine, your thyroid simply cannot make the hormones your body needs to function, period. You see, iodine makes up the actual core of the 2 main thyroid hormones, which are called T4 and T3. It's absolutely essential. You can find it in foods like seaweed, fish, dairy, and of course, iodized salt. But here's the catch. It's a real Goldilocks nutrient. Too much can be just as bad as too little, so getting the right amount is key. Next up, let's talk about selenium. Now, if iodine is the raw material, you can think of selenium as the master craftsman who turns that material into a final usable product. Selenium has 2 huge jobs. First, it helps convert that T4 hormone into the active T3 hormone, the one your body can actually use. Think of T4 as a fully charged battery just sitting on a shelf. It holds all this potential energy, but it can't do anything on its own. Selenium is the guy who comes along, flips the switch, and turns it into the usable electricity, the T3, that actually powers your cells. Its second job? It acts like a bodyguard, protecting the thyroid from damage while all this high-energy work is happening. And here's a crazy tip for you. Get this. Just 1 Brazil nut, seriously, 1, can often give you your entire daily requirement of selenium. How easy is that? It's such a simple and powerful way to support your thyroid. All right, our third hero in the toolkit is zinc. This one is crucial for both making hormones and for keeping your immune system balanced and happy. So, zinc is right there in the mix helping to create thyroid hormones, but it also helps regulate your immune system, which is so important for preventing the kind of inflammation that can actually damage the thyroid gland itself. You'll find it in foods like meat, shellfish, legumes, and seeds. And last, but definitely not least, we have iron. You can have all the other nutrients lined up and ready to go, but you know what? Without iron, the entire hormone production factory just grinds to a halt. See, iron is absolutely vital for the main enzyme that drives the whole process of making thyroid hormones. So if you're low on iron, the system breaks down. It doesn't matter how much iodine you're eating, without iron, that assembly line is completely stopped. It's the perfect example of how all 4 of these nutrients really have to work together as a team. Okay, so now that we've met the whole team, let's get to the really good part. How do we put this amazing nutrient toolkit on our plates? Here is your thyroid-friendly shopping list. Seafood is an absolute rock star because it often has iodine, selenium, and zinc all in one. You've got those Brazil nuts, which we know are a selenium powerhouse. And things like lean meats and lentils are packed with iron and zinc. The real trick is to eat a variety of these foods, so you're getting all the tools your thyroid needs to do its job. Now, it's not just about what you should add to your diet, it's also about being mindful of some things you might not want to overdo. Believe it or not, some super healthy foods can actually interfere with your thyroid if you eat them in really large amounts. So here's a quick comparison. On the left, we've got our thyroid-supporting dream team. On the right are foods to be a little more mindful of. For example, raw cruciferous veggies like broccoli and kale contain something called Goitrogens. It's a bit of a mouthful, but all it means is that in very high amounts, they can block your thyroid from grabbing the iodine it needs. And of course, highly processed and sugary foods can create inflammation all over your body, which puts a ton of stress on your thyroid. But wait, this does not mean you have to stop eating broccoli or kale. No way. They are incredibly good for you. The real key here is balance, not elimination. Just eat them in moderation, especially when they're raw. And here's a great tip. Cooking these vegetables actually reduces those goitrogenic effects quite a bit. So, how do we take all of this great information and turn it into a real sustainable plan for keeping our thyroid healthy in the long run? Let's break it down. This isn't about restriction or a crazy diet. It's really about empowerment. It's about taking a proactive approach to your health and giving your body's power plant that high-quality fuel it needs to keep everything running smoothly. So, to wrap it all up, here's your 4-step game plan. 1. Incorporate more of those nutrient-dense foods we talked about. 2. Be mindful and moderate those goitrogenic and inflammatory foods. 3, and this might be the most important one, prioritize consistency over perfection. And 4, of course, always talk with your doctor or healthcare provider to figure out what's best for you personally. I want to leave you with one final thought, a little challenge. This isn't about a massive diet overhaul tomorrow. It's about small, sustainable steps. So what's just one simple food swap you can make today to start supporting your thyroid and taking back your energy? Thanks so much for joining me.